So a few years ago, and by a few years ago I mean 21 years ago, we made a movie called Dogma. And in that movie, the very first appearance of Mooby's, the restaurant behind me, occurs. We found a closed down Burger King in Pittsburgh that they were about to knock down. They let us repaint it, and we never went inside. We didn't do a scene inside, it was just outside. So it's the first time we show Mooby's in a movie. Next movie we make, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Jay and Silent Bob go stop at a Mooby's on their way out to Los Angeles, on their way to Hollywood. Next time we make a flick with those characters is Clerks 2, and Dante and Randall, who were stars of a movie I made called Clerks back in 1994, they got a job at a Mooby's, so the whole thing was set at a Mooby's. And then most recently in a movie we made called Jay and Silent Bob Reboot, Mooby's returned and made another appearance for the first time in a motion picture in 12 years or more. I think 18 years actually. So it's a fake fast foodery that comes out of a bunch of dopey movies that I made. And just recently, this year, during quarantine, it became a real live thing. It started in Los Angeles and West Hollywood. Derek Barry, who's our partner, who does the pop-up experience restaurants. He's done one for Saved by the Bell called Saved by the Max. He's done one for Breaking Bad, Pollos Hermanos, Los Pollos Hermanos. He did a Good Burger as well, with I believe Kella was involved in that as well. So he's got experience doing this thing. He reached out because he had a cancellation. Somebody else was going to do a pop-up, and then they were like, COVID, forget it, and they dropped out. And so he was like, didn't you guys want to do a Mooby's once? And I was like, yes, I've always dreamed of somebody like doing a Mooby's, like in real life, that we could buy the cock smoker sandwich or the cow tipper or the hater tots, like all the fake food we ever had in the movie. And so Derek made it a reality. He had a space out in West Hollywood that he's done his restaurants in, and he recreated Mooby's there. And back in West Hollywood, in the middle of the pandemic, we had crowds. It was crazy, man. Like we had to kind of institute a reservation system to spread people apart because we had hundreds of people showing up at once. So it was a blast. It was meant to go for like 1 month, and it wound up going for like 2 months. And then just toward the end of it, as we were wrapping up, Gianni's Pizzeria here in Red Bank reached out and said, hey, could we do that here? And we'd never thought about it being a movable feast, or like, hey, let's take it someplace else. Thanks to good folks at Gianni's, we were like, yeah, we could totally do this here. And so Derek and his team flew out and helped them set up. Nick, who works here at Gianni's, I understand largely responsible for us being here. He was the guy that he put up on Instagram, like, oh, it'd be great if they did this here. So he helped build it out. And they spent a few days recreating the restaurant from the movies that we've made. So we come out to do grand opening tomorrow. It's open for 1 week. It's all sold out. All the reservations are already sold and stuff. But it's a dream come true to see this exist in Red Bank. I was born at Riverview Hospital. So to have this fake fast food joint in my hometown, right down the street from Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash, it's a dream come true. The really crazy thing, though, is that this used to be a Burger King when I was a kid in the late 70s, early 80s. Before Atlantic Highlands ever had a Burger King, and I don't mean the one that just closed recently, I mean the old one that used to be up on the highway by the ShopRite and stuff. This was the only Burger King, the closest Burger King to Highlands, New Jersey. So this is our Burger King, all grown up. So when I bought the Star Wars drinking glasses from Burger King, it was at this Burger King. The Empire Strikes Back drinking glasses, it was at this Burger King. So the last time I was at this Burger King I was 9, 10 years old, and I assure you that it never occurred to me that the next time I returned, I would be the one selling the food.